David, you and I had a conversation, was it Friday? Nice to meet you. And in our conversation, did it come up or did it not come up that you had strongly suggested to somebody in the select board that this venue be moved to the fire hall? Did you not tell me that?
I think I had made that suggestion.
Okay. And you strongly suggested to Mr. Ivy? Well, you don't remember which one of these gentlemen that you made that? You really don't. Okay. My point is that there seems to be a lot of collusion here. Any reasonable person that is in this building, no matter what side of the fence they fall on, would make the determination that there's collusion and exclusion going on within this board. Now, you guys cannot possibly represent the public by doing so, because you're all here, no matter what views you have and who voted for you, each one of you people are here to represent the public. Okay? Right here on the bylaws, the town of Paris, that you, Mr. Ivy, signed, and as did Mr. Glover and Mr. Young and Mr. Herrick. And if you look here, under meetings, it says all board meetings shall be open to the public except as otherwise provided by law. The public isn't one or two people. Public would be considered in any court of law to be however many people want to come. Now, I'm quite convinced that you had conversation about moving this to the fire hall. And David, if you didn't, something's wrong here, because something's wrong here if you didn't. Okay, I know you did too. So why don't you just move it? I mean, you wouldn't even let the motion go. You've got people outside standing here that aren't being represented. It goes on further to say that anybody that wants to speak has an opportunity to speak. Those people can't speak. You're denying them of their right of citizenship.
Ron, then Jan.
Hey, Ron Pitts. I noticed in the town report, the last two town reports we got from the subdivision assessment, that 2 years ago there was an unclassified amount spent of $800, and this past year there was an unclassified amount of $2,675 spent. And I just kind of wondered how much you check into that to see what it was spent on in the subdivision it went to for recreational fees. And last week, the last meeting, Corey asked, if you guys knew where all the money was going to come to town manager and this and that. I'm just trying to do some quick adding that the town budget that passed must have already allocated $65,000 to $70,000 for a town manager's salary this year. And you quickly add up what we're going to be paying Mr. Dawn here. That, and if we pay off Sharon, the amount that she quoted, around 40, is that the same amount of money that's already allocated in this year's budget? So the town really doesn't have to come up with a whole bunch more money to get this through.
We don't have to come up with any more.
Okay, thank you.
We talked about this last time, and Mrs. Payne was called a liar when she brought it up. But were you able to check to see what your part of your compensation or unemployment compensation?
That's totally untrue.
It does. No, I mailed it to the paper. You saw it, didn't you?
Sit down, please.
Thank you.
You're done. That's a personal attack.
No, it's not a personal attack.
Janet, I'm going to ask you one more time to sit down.
No.
That is uncalled for. I'm going to ask you one more time.
It's a fact. You're being paid unemployment by the town of
No, I'm not
Paris.
being paid unemployment.
Yes, you are.
No, please sit down.
How can you not know that?
David, I can't have this. I asked courteous, polite, no personal attack. It's not asking much.
I want this meeting to go through tonight peacefully, okay? If you guys, with the instructions down, please do so, okay? Otherwise, we will have to.
You must be proud to serve with this.
I've been here for 18 years.
I know.
Now is not time for anybody here, okay? So let's hopefully this will be peacefully, okay? So, thank you.
Can I make a suggestion?
suggestion to open up the windows so the people outside can at least hear and watch?
Go ahead. Go
Can I do
for it.
it?
Yeah. Anybody else have any questions, comments? Ms. Bradley?
You guys can come over to the window and listen. Bye. Hi.
Gordon?
I just wanted to let the public know that the town attorney comes out of Portland gets $250 an hour plus expenses. And this lawsuit that he said we have $8,000 budget for lawyer fees this year. And I don't think it's going to take very long for the lawyer to eat that up. I don't know how long he was here last time. I haven't got the bill. I haven't seen the bill. We all get the bill. But it would be somewhere around between $850 and $1,000. Just the last selectmen's meeting 2 weeks ago. So now we got this lawsuit hanging over our head. And you heard it. It isn't going to cost the town a cent.
I never said that. Now you put the words.
What did you just say about the money?
Well, Sharon's pay is not going to cost the town. It's what we pay him. That's what I said.
Where's the lawyer fees going to come from when that $8,000 is gone?
Thank you. Anybody else have any questions or comments? Ron, then.
Can we get rid of the signs up front? Really distracting back here. We can just hold them down like waste level.
Hold it down.
At U.S. Senate hearings, they have signs up. I have a sign. When they're not talking, I just put it up.
I just wanted to make note. Last Thursday morning, when I was coming to work, I called Mr. Thorne, and I said, any thoughts moving the meeting to the fire station? And he said, well, I asked him if he hadn't talked to the police chief and the fire chief on Tuesday, and he said, yes, he had. And I said, any thought of moving the meeting? And he said, well, I suggested to Mr. Ivy that we move it to the fire station, but you were adamantly opposed to the move. Is that correct? Or was he lying?
I would not say adamant. I told you I hadn't made up my mind. That's what I actually
No,
told
you said you told me you didn't think it was necessary. And you told the fire chief, who I talked to yesterday, well, you're waiting for this to all die down and go away, so it won't be
I
necessary.
have not talked to Brad Frost.
Really?
Right outside the window.
But that's crap.
No, we're not going to ask anybody. Okay, next. Anybody else have anything in the audience? Mrs. Sluder?
I do not understand why you won't move this. And it's just...
I'm going to repeat it one more time. I'm going to confer with Mike Thorne, Brad Frost, and David Barry this spring.
At the end of the last meeting, Ray asked if it couldn't be moved. You said you would take it under advisement or whatever. What is your reason for not moving it?
Not like you.
What's the reason? I know you don't have to have reason for anything you do, but I wonder why you don't have a reason for this.
Thank you, Mrs. Sluder. Anybody else have anything?
No answer?
He doesn't answer.
Yes, it was on the radio too this morning.
I guess that even more than the reason I'd be interested in is I really don't care about the reason why you won't move it. I'm just trying to understand from the life of it why you think that this is in the best interest of the public that you're supposed to be representing. Because really, as an elected official, Mr. Ivy, you're supposed to have all of our best interests at heart. That's what your job is. How can this possibly, by not having people in this meeting, be in the best interest of the people outside, whose vote is worth as much as